Thank you, but it's a joint effort. It takes a whole team to get this program together. So thank you
Wow.
so much, and thank you to everyone who helped make it come
Much aloha.
to be
And
today.
aloha, everybody. Aloha, kako. We're live streaming now.
Okay. Taylor, we all set?
So in the meantime,
I think we're ready. Go ahead, Taryn.
Okay. I was just waiting until we get started.
I like your hat, Taryn.
Yeah. It says Beatles. Yay.
Okay, we're almost there, I think.
All right. In the meantime, so great to see everyone's faces. All these years. And Kahu Davis, thank you so much for being here. It's so wonderful to see your beautiful face. Yeah.
I like everybody's backgrounds, very festive. Thanks for playing along. Walk your way.
And you know, everybody, we have Mac, who is our equipment manager, and he's with us now. And I'm sure a lot of you've met him already. He's our angel, delivering equipment and helping everybody. He sees people more than I do. He is on the road a lot. And not only does he bring us equipment and deliver, he just brings joy and a lot of love and a lot of knowledge. He's a smart man with many talents and 3 beautiful daughters. So we're really happy to have him as part of our team.
Thanks, Taryn. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're ready to go. Thank you so much, Taryn, and thanks to Mac too. So good morning. I'm Jennifer Shack, Regional Director of Community Outreach here in Hawaii. This is my 4th walk to defeat ALS, and every year I look forward to this day. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 8th annual and our first virtual Hawaii Walk to Defeat ALS. Indeed, this year has been different, but one thing I'm really proud of is forming our first Hawaii planning committee. So I'd like to give a thanks to our members, Ginger Armistead, Melanie Baker, May Chun, Bertie Holt, Nina Miyata, and Micah Reedy. We couldn't have done this without you guys. Thank you so much for helping us so much pull this together. We'd also like to thank a board member, Jan Medeski, who's with us this morning, as well as our advisory trustees, Nohea Naakahiki, Cookie Fujio, Lucy Wiedemeyer, and Jeff Conway. We thank you guys so much for all your volunteer support and supporting our chapter. And of course, a big mahalo to our national sponsors, New Motion Foundation, Permibol, and Mitsubishi Tanabe Pharma America. And our local partners, Soderholm Bus and Mobility, Kaiser Permanente, McDonald's Hawaii, Kokua Corner Mart in Mililani, and 7-Eleven Hawaii. Thank you all so much. As we are doing our in-person program, today we are so lucky to be joined by Kahu Davis, who will offer pule for us this morning, and former Kauai Mayor Bernard Carvalho, who will sing the national anthem and Hawaii Pono'i. So I'd like to welcome Kahu first.
Thank you, everyone. And first of all, congratulations to our local chapter of Association of the ALS. Jennifer, thank you for an amazing and incredible job. It's been a wonderful journey all these years to be a participant in this very significant event. And also, I want to give a shout out to Mayor, our former Mayor Carvalho, and dear friend and brother of mine, and to all of you for all the support that you have given to fight this disease of ALS. Behind me is a background of two kupuna that are really exemplifying what true aloha is. Alo means to touch foreheads together, and ha is to breathe out of your nostrils, exchanging breaths together. So you get the word aloha, which of course means hello and goodbye, but in the sense of the native Hawaiian tradition of kanaka maule, it's the touching of the foreheads, and then also the exchange of the ha, or the breath of life. And that is the true sense of aloha and love that we exchange today. Each of you are touching foreheads right now with all of us, wherever you may be throughout the world. And we are touching foreheads right now, and right now we're breathing that breath of life and exchanging it between both of us and all of us together, because it's one breath that is going to battle this disease called ALS. And so as I start my prayer, as I've done for many years, let me bless you now. Dear God, Keakua, you are the ultimate caregiver. We ask that you remove this sickness, to reverse this disease and bring healing. We may look to physicians or to medicine for healing, but you have the final say, God. Thank you for your steadfast aloha. Heal our soul when there is doubt. Heal our hope when we are ready to give up. Heal us even when we may have bitterness in our heart, but heal us through so that we can come together as one, as we exchange that ha that only you can give, for all of us to be one ohana. We are in this together, God, and we look to your blessings to see us through. With thanksgiving and mahalo, I pray a blessing upon this year, 2020, this very significant event, as we battle ALS together as one, touching our foreheads throughout the world. And we will always be exchanging that ha of love for each other and for the families that also we bless today. I pray this prayer with much mahalo. Amen. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate you. Thank you. And all of you, mahalo.
Thank you so much, Kahu, for your ever-inspiring words of hope and aloha. We're so blessed to have you join us. Thank you so much. And now we'll welcome Bernard to sing our national anthem and Hawaii Pono'i.
Aloha. Can you hear me? Aloha. Jennifer, can you hear me?
You're a little quiet. Can you come a little bit closer to your phone?
Wait, hold on. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
now
you.
I can hear you. Okay. Hello, everybody. We're here on Kauai. Everybody's here. Just a beautiful day. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Hawaii pono I nana I komo I kalani ali me ali makualani e kameha meha e na kaua e pale me kahi e makualani e kameha meha e na kaua e pale me kahi e. Aloha from Kauai.
Thank you, gentlemen. It's such a treat to have you both here for 8 consecutive years. We are grateful for your continued support. Thanks so much. And now it's our pleasure to share a special video with you. It tells the story of how the Hawaii Walk to Defeat ALS came to be. Please enjoy this following video.
With this battle cry. Beat ALS. Jeff, beat ALS. We're going to beat ALS. And not only that, all of these different teams, every one of you that are here today, we are all one team. We are here together representing each other today. We are here to battle ALS. We are here to raise awareness. We are here to raise funds that are going to stay here in Hawaii.
I am Lucy Wiedemeyer. The reason I walk to raise funds for ALS is right here. This handsome guy was my husband. And when he was diagnosed, we thought we'd been living the American dream. And we had 2 young children, a boy and a girl. He left his job coaching and teaching. And when the diagnosis came, he wasn't even 29 years old. And suddenly our American dream turned into a nightmare. And yet our family battled through, and though he was diagnosed and told he only had about a year to live, he lived 34 years. And I continue, even though he's gone to be with the Lord, I continue to be a part of the ALS community, the Ohana. I'm so thankful for the Golden West chapter in Hawaii, because when we were battling with ALS, there was nothing. There was no support groups, nothing. And so as much as our families wanted us to come home, we were in California at the time, we couldn't. Doctors were here. And I'm so thankful for the Ohana that the Golden West chapter has created in Honolulu. And I'm thrilled to be a part of that, because it is dreadful to be without support. And sometimes it can't be family. That's where Ohana comes in. Neighbors, friends, all kinds of people who've been through it, who have the compassion. God knows how much it's needed. And I just thank you that you can be encouraged to be a part of this community and know that everything that you do does make a difference in these families' lives. They do need hope, because many of them have no hope. And I just thank you for this opportunity. God bless you.
Wow, wasn't that amazing and great? These 3 ladies truly embody the Aloha spirit, and their dedication and commitment to Hawaii's ALS community. It inspires us every day. Mahalo, ladies, mahalo. Now, a very important part of our event day program is recognizing that any one of us could hold that key to unlock ALS. Our lanyard and colors that we walk with indicate the reason we walk. If you have a blue key or lanyard, you're walking in support of someone battling ALS right now. Folks with a white lanyard or key are walking in memory of a loved one lost to ALS. The gold key represents those brave battling ALS right now. And the red is for those walking in support of the ALS cause. With that in mind, we are pleased to be honoring a few from our ALS Hawaii Ohana with our 2020 Walk Awards. Please join me in welcoming Care Manager Taryn Davis to start us off as we recognize our first 2020 Hawaii Walk honoree with the Ohana Award. Taryn.
Aloha kako, everybody. I'm Taryn Davis. Today, it is my pleasure and honor to award the Ohana Award to Mary and John Patterson. The Ohana Award is given to those who raise awareness and support our heroes here in Hawaii that have ALS. Mary Patterson, a good friend of mine, a wonderful spirit, left this earth February of this year. She didn't have ALS, she had cortical basal degeneration, and yet she and John worked year after year throughout the year supporting our ALS community. Every year they would work and give us service in the Sailing for ALS with the Transpac and the Pacific Cup races, raising money with Charlie and Freddie sailing across the oceans to bring awareness of ALS and honor Gilles. Every year, Mary and John brought their high heels team to ALS Walk and supported us. And they also supported me in their love and friendship, and I'm so thankful for them. So I want to talk about Mary a little bit. She was an incredible chef. She was queen of the knives and spices. She also was a devoted rowing coach. She was a hula dancer and a world traveler. She was a mom and a grandmother. And she was a partner in crime with John for 54 wonderful years. Mary had a sassiness about her and a wicked wit. And together, her and John would give so much love and laughter to anybody who entered their lives that it made one feel immediately like Ohana. And so this gift, this award is so perfect for them. It is with my great sincerity and honor that we celebrate John and Mary Patterson with this Ohana Award. We now have a special tribute to the Pattersons.
Hello, Oahu ALS. I want to say thank you so much for honoring my mom, Mary Patterson, with the Ohana Award this year. She'd be thrilled about it, and we're thrilled about it. She was really honored to be a part of the community there, and the support that you guys gave her was so important, and this means a lot to her and to us. You guys take care of yourselves and each other. Peace and aloha. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chris, Mary Patterson's son. I'd like to thank the Oahu ALS community for honoring Mom with this year's Ohana Award. Have a great walk and be safe, and mahalo.
And now John will have a few moments to share.
Aloha. And Taryn, thank you both for the award and for the very kind words that you had for Mary. I certainly echo them all. Mary didn't seek out attention. She was always most comfortable in the background, doing her work and letting others take the credit. But I know with the love she had for her ALS Ohana, how treasured this recognition would be for her. These stairs behind me are very special because for the 15 years we lived together here in Hawaii, they were the scene of virtually every family picture that was taken. And Mary's absence from these stairs today is an indication of why we walk. We walk to memorialize those that have been special in our lives and now are participating in the most virtual of contexts. It's a wonderful memory for me to be able to look back to the 54 years we had together. It's impossible for me in just a few moments to summarize what all those 54 years meant. Although I have to admit, Taryn did a much better job than I possibly could do. But let me just leave you with a certain insight into Mary's character. In the last 6 months of her life, Mary taught me eons about what it means to truly live life. She taught me how to love. She taught me strength, courage, conviction, determination, stamina, and probably most important of all, she taught me humor. When Mary would get down, and she certainly would get down, as you can imagine, She used her sense of humor to elevate her, to rise her to a different plane. And then she'd turn and use that same sense of humor to bring everybody else along with her. And it was just a remarkable characteristic of Mary's personality. And when the last few moments of her life, that sense of humor was still on full display, bringing everybody to a different plane, bringing people along with her to see the joy of life and the joy of living. So that's the Mary that I walk for today. It's the Mary that you have chosen to honor. So I hope you'll all join me in saying a hui ho, Mary, and let's have a great walk together.
Thank you, John, and thank you, Taryn, for your kind words, and a hui ho, Mary. Next, I would like to introduce Natalie Fonda. She's with another Hawaii nonprofit, ALS Ohana, and she's going to present our Hero Award.
It is a huge honor for me to be introducing this person with the 2020 Hawaii Walk to Defeat ALS Hero Award. The Walk Hero Award recognizes those who are making inspirational efforts in advocacy, fundraising, and public awareness while living with ALS. Personally, he and his family were there for our family when my mother-in-law Vi was diagnosed with ALS in 2004. The way they faced adversity with courage, as heroes do, gave us hope and strength, which helped guide our journey as we navigated our lives with ALS. It is my pleasure to share that this award is being given to Eric Chun, who is living with familial ALS, in recognition of his amazing spirit and positive attitude that is so inspirational to our ALS community. So to the best ukulele toe jammer we know, we are all so proud of you, Eric.
Aloha everyone, I'm Julia from Honolulu. Thank you so much for honoring Eric Chun with this award. Everyone who knows Eric knows that his bravery and strength and lifelong multi-generational commitment to defeating ALS is not only infectious but truly inspirational. Congratulations, Eric. Thank you for everything you do to raise awareness, help those afflicted, and defeat ALS through a cure. Bye everybody. A hui ho.
Hi, I'm Indy Chan.
I'm Sawyer Chan.
We are from Honolulu, Hawaii, and we are Team Eric Chan.
It is only together that we will defeat ALS.
We love you, Dad.
Hi, this is Eric Chun from Oahu. I am living with ALS. I've lost my mother, my aunt, and my grandmother in my lifetime. We are part of the ALS Walk because it helps raise awareness and funding for all of the needs that ALS families have. As you know, it is devastating to not just the patient, but also the caregiver. We are thankful for the Golden West chapter of the ALS Association for all the help that they've given. And we know that only together will we defeat ALS. My story is long, but I am a recipient of some of the research that the ALS Association has helped create. In fact, I am in a drug trial currently in California, and I am 2 years into my diagnosis, and it has definitely helped to slow my progression. So I'm eternally grateful, and I thank the ALS Association and all of you for your help. Aloha.
Thank you so much, Natalie and Eric. We'll now turn to Golden West Chapter board member, Jan Meduski, who walks in memory of his late wife, Vi, and he too will present a Hero Award. Jan?
Thank you, Jennifer. I'm going to tell you about John Rapinski. I've known John for several years now, and I've learned that John is a doer. He gets things done. John tells his story. What I mean is that John tells his story about living with ALS. And of course, it's the story of Team John and Sandy. Not everyone chooses to do that. When the chapter had a TV show on Aloha here in Hawaii, John provided his professional and technical expertise for that program. Each year, John produces a video about his life with ALS that he sends to friends, family, and others. In that video, John tells a very personal story that gets the word out and helps raise awareness, and not an insignificant amount of funds to help Hawaii's ALS community. While all of this is a significant contribution to the ALS community, what I admire most about John and Sandy is that despite their daily battle with ALS, they always have a smile on their face when you meet them. They always have something pleasant to say. They always show care, concern, and good humor toward everyone. So with great respect and love in my heart, John, congratulations on this Hero Award.
Hi, Dad. I'm glad you're getting this Hero Award because you've always been a hero to me and to us. And I've always watched you dive in and help others, and ALS has not stopped that. Thank you for everything that you do. I love you.
Bye.
John, would you like to share a few words?
Yeah, am I on? Yeah, okay. Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank the Golden West chapter of the ALSA for this Hero Award. But it's really for volunteerism. I didn't do anything heroic. A hero is a firefighter that runs into a burning building and saves somebody's life. I don't ever picture me doing that. I'm sorry. But the firefighter had an engineer who was back at the truck, and he was making sure the pumps are working and the water was getting to the fire. And I can see me doing that. You know, I'm more like the guy in the background that's just part of a team. And the team is the important thing. The ALS community works the same way. We're all a team, and we are all doing our part to succeed. Less than 10 years ago, we had no services in Hawaii for PALS. People like Nohea, Cookie, Lucy, these folks were superheroes. They saw a serious, unfulfilled need, and they persuaded the Golden West chapter to care for Hawaii. But once the ALS Association got established here, our hard work really began. The walk grew from 20 plus people to hundreds because we all worked toward its success. The ALSA wants to provide more and more services because we need them, but the chapter can't do it without our commitment. So we need everyone's help. And while the walk is a fundraiser, the Golden West chapter needs more than just money. Offer whatever you can, your time, goods, services, ideas. They're all crucial. It's a heroic effort, but we're all heroes. And I'd like to end by dedicating this Hero Award to our true hero and our inspiration, our sister, our auntie, our angel, Taryn Davis. Taryn, you are the living spirit of Aloha, and we love you deeply. You'll always be in our hearts, and when you return, we'll all be here with the biggest hug you can ever imagine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John and Jan. Thank you. It's my pleasure now to introduce our chapter's president and CEO, Fred Fisher. He will share a chapter update, and he'll also present our final 2020 Walk Honor, the Never Give Up Award. Fred?
Aloha, everyone. John, as always, you're a really tough act to follow. Your words really ring true to me as I think about what the chapter has been able to do in Hawaii and why we've been able to do it. It's this community that has made everything we do possible. And we couldn't do it without all the things you mentioned. People lending their hand, people lending their money, people lending their relationships. All of that has played such an important role in making what we do possible. And you're right, we know we're not doing enough, which is why in past years when I'm on that stage in Kapilani Park, committing that the dollars that we raise in Hawaii stay in Hawaii, it's why I say we need to raise more so we can do more. And hitting that $100,000 goal, congratulations to everyone. And I hope you'll help us power past that goal, because it's when we exceed our goals that you can see us doing even more. With you, for you, on behalf of the entire ALS community in Hawaii. When I think back to our first walk in Hawaii, there was very little service. We didn't have a support group. We didn't have a care manager. We didn't have an equipment loan program. We didn't have outreach to the neighbor islands. We had a walk. And that walk was the start of building a program and an impact in the state that the ALS community now is benefiting from. As you heard Eric say, we're not just about providing great services to people who need them. We're also about finding effective treatments and cures. And there have never been more ALS drugs in the pipeline than there are right now. There have never been more clinical trials going on than there are right now. The drug that Eric talked about, that he's on for genetic causes of the disease. We have stem cell clinical trials going on right now. We have drug clinical trials going on right now. All of the different pathways that we've been exploring for treating ALS, gene therapy, stem cell therapy, drug therapy, they're all coming to fruition right now. You may have heard the news of a drug that just finished a phase 2 trial called AMX 0035. When that drug gets to market, it's going to have a much more clever name than that. But what we have seen in the early data is this drug helps slow down ALS. Our global research program is in 12 countries, more than 100 scientists around the world that we fund to accelerate the search for treatments and cures. So while we're focused on research, we know there's a lot more we need to be doing on the care side. And for that, we're so grateful for our partnership from Dr. Todd DeVere and Chris Kurahashi from Kaiser, Hawaii, who opened the first multidisciplinary clinic for ALS in Hawaii at Kaiser. The other thing that's happened that we're all aware of is COVID-19. The pandemic has changed everything we do, both personally and from a service point of view. All of our services that used to depend on face-to-face contact in support groups, in your homes, in the community, now have all taken advantage of this very technology to not just maintain the level of service, but actually increase services. We're grateful to Dr. Kathy Lomenhirth from UCSF Hawaii, who started an ALS multidisciplinary clinic for people in Hawaii with her counterpart, Mark Terrelonge. We're grateful to Dr. Jeff Rosenfeld from Loma Linda University, reaching out and starting clinic services for people on the neighbor islands. While we have never had a more impactful and challenging environment than the one that COVID-19 is presenting upon us, we've also never offered more service to more people. This is an unprecedented time. It's your resilience, it's your support that's making our transformation in this most challenging of times. You being with us, you supporting us, is the thing that's making it possible for us to support you in ways that we've never been able to before. Online support groups now, equipment loan program expanding, and of course, now 3 multidisciplinary clinic partners and the team at Queens working with us to improve care for Hawaii's ALS community. There's one common denominator to everything that we're doing in Hawaii now. And it started at our very first, yikes. Okay. Are we still here? It started at that very first walk when I met Taryn Davis. I was at the walk. I was standing in the park. Taryn happened to be standing next to me. It won't be a surprise to many of you that the first time I met Taryn, she was in tears. And we started a conversation. And it turned out that Taryn assisted the Nakahiki family as they managed living with ALS on the Big Island. Taryn became our first care manager, at first part-time because that's all we could afford, because that's what the walk produced. And as the walk grew and the Ice Bucket Challenge happened, we invested more money. Taryn became our full-time care manager. And it was that opportunity, it was Taryn's decision to join us full-time that transformed what we were able to do. Taryn taught us so much about Hawaii's ALS community, but she also taught us a lot about Hawaii. The best example I have is if you've ever driven in traffic in Los Angeles or San Francisco or New York, you might know what it's like to try to get around. Taryn taught me how to drive with Aloha, something I hadn't realized was a thing, that I couldn't transport my Los Angeles driving habits to the islands. And Taryn and I spent a lot of time in the car on many islands in those early years. I'm not sure I ever achieved her expectations, but I think I've come a long way. The growth in services, the relationships that she helped make, engaging all of the specialists. Taryn is a great example of how the chapter engaged the nutritionists, the pulmonologists, the respiratory therapists, the speech therapists, the durable medical equipment providers. Taryn was the bridge between the medical community and the ALS community. in building our wraparound model of care in Hawaii. It's because of her commitment, her passion, her compassion, her leadership, her expertise that the Golden West chapter has been able to do what we've been able to do in Hawaii with your investment. So it's my pleasure to be the one to introduce this special video that was put together by Lucy Wiedemeyer and Gigi Reed.
Congratulations, Taryn. You came to Hawaii like an angel sent from above, with your love and compassion for others, with your beautiful attitude of not giving up. You brought so much hope and encouragement to all the families that had lost hope with this awful disease. We can never thank you enough for going above and beyond for all your own sacrifices in the middle of the night. I just cherish our phone calls of how we prayed and cried over this devastating disease. But I just want to congratulate you and know that we can all stay in touch. We love you. You've blessed us immeasurably. Mahalo nui loa me ke aloha pumehana. Bless you. Congratulations.
For many of us, she's been a bright, bubbly angel of love and hope. Miss Taryn has always given generously of her love and compassion. We are so grateful for Hawaii families. You, Taryn, very much. Me ke aloha pumehana. Ahue ho. With warm regards. Until we meet again. No goodbyes, just see you. On the count of 3, let's blow kisses or send hearts to Miss Taryn. 1, 2, 3. Yay.
Wow. Well, I'm speechless. I have a whole bunch to say, and then I don't know where to start. I think I'll start at the beginning with Nohea and Max and Mahia and Santa Cruz and our connection and laughter and love there. Who knew that I ended up the wind blowing me to Hawaii, and here I am. It just was meant to be. And then Julie Skurich and Santa Cruz said, "Hey, there's a ALS walk. You gotta go." She goes, "No, hey, I'm Max gonna be there." And I'm all, "Oh, I'm there." And it was a big reunion. And 3 months later, I get a phone call and I get hired. It was just incredible. And that in itself is a miracle and the start of an amazing life with all of my new family here in Hawaii. Fred, wherever you are, you've supported and loved Hawaii and lifted us up, and you've mentored me in your wisdom and your intelligence and your gentle way and your strong way. And I have grown so much because of you, and I can't thank you enough for it. If it weren't for you saying yes to Hawaii, this would never happen. But you saw the potential and the need, and your heart said yes. And so I thank you with all my heart. And then Lucy and Gigi, holy moly, these women are heroes. You know, they are heroes for humanity. No matter, I know they're both in pain, everyone, they're hurting. And despite that, they're giving every ounce they have to all of us and more. They're incredible heroes of humanity in my eyes. And I love them so much. Nohea and Cookie and Max, you guys are the backbone here. Yep, you're the backbone. I love you guys in Texas. And the ALS Golden West chapter, I can't thank them enough. And the people there, Cheryl and Madeline, my first boss, and Sherry and Audra and Jennifer and Catherine Sumner and Jenica and everybody there who's put up with me not turning in things on time. I really thank you, and for reminding me and guiding me and supporting Hawaii, all the people in the background that nobody knows that work so hard for Hawaii, and they're all in LA and San Francisco area, and they're working really hard for us. So I can't thank you enough. And the love and support, the texting you give me and lifting me up in the middle of the night. Thank you. Yeah. I want to acknowledge the community. Everybody here, you have no idea the village that you have behind you, the vendors that text everybody, the doctors, the therapists. They're all texting each other, trying to get it together for you guys. We have a long way to go, but they are working so hard for you. So, you know, it says never give up. And this is true. Trust me, people are working hard because they care and they love you. They're all behind the scenes, and I get it night and day. I hear from them night and day on how to make it better for everybody here who has ALS. So people are, the village is strong and they care, their heart is big. So don't give up, okay? Hang in there. I want to thank them, and I want to thank my Hawaii partners. Jennifer and Mac and Nikki and Riddell and two unsung heroes, Eva, who was our ALS care manager in Big Island. She's still out there doing ALS work. And also Micah, our speech therapist in Kaiser. All you guys are working so hard. And the ALS clinic in Kaiser and Dr. Hirota's ALS clinic, when he had it, he called me yesterday and he wanted to send everybody much love today. So just to let you know that as well. Okay. Oh yeah. Lots to thank. I'm sorry, you guys, but there's so many people that have touched my life. Jan Medeski and Natalie, I love you both so much. I love you. Sue Morris, you're not here, but man, you've made an impact on my life. The Tansman family in the beginning and still probably, they're always behind our backs and no matter where they are. All the therapists and social workers here and the vendors. And most importantly, I really want to recognize and honor Judy and Chris Olson, who are champions of Hawaii here, champions of our family. It's really important. They're very, they've done so much and it's been on the side secret, you know, they're amazing and I want to truly honor them and love them with all my heart. Okay, lastly, you guys. So, wherever I am, I feel like I have this big crowd behind me, following me. Those who have passed and left the earth, and all of you guys here, and all your families and your children. I feel like I'm never alone. When I'm in the water paddling, you're with me. When I'm hiking by myself in the mountains, you're with me. When I'm crying, you're with me. When I'm laughing, you're with me. I have you with me all the time, wherever I am. And so just, I thank you for your constant love and family, Ohana, and joy and laughter and sadness and grief. And so never give up. Please keep honoring each other's love and keep honoring each other's sadness and grief and keep honoring the future. We have hope. And so never give up. And that's what I have to say in a very funky way. I love you. Thank you. Aloha. Mahalo.
Aloha.
Aloha.
And mahalo, Taryn. It's now clear to everyone through all of the people that have spoken that never give up is a motto of the chapter. It's a motto that everyone exemplifies. But this year, the year that you're leaving the chapter for your next adventure in Colorado, you're leaving us better than you found us. And in all ways, you have never given up, and you never will. And that's why you are the 2020 Never Give Up Award recipient. And if you would hold it up just a little longer, so people got a quick flash of it, but maybe you want to hold it up just a little longer. There it is. Yeah. So thank you, Taryn, for everything you've done for the chapter and for the ALS community in Hawaii.
Thank you very much. And congratulations to our 2020 award here, a Walk Award winners, Taryn, John, Eric, and the Pattersons. So now as we shift gears, and however you choose to walk your way today, whether that be in your yard, at home, or your neighborhood, we invite you to take part in our social games, which is new this year. You can find game cards and instructions on our festival zone at www.hawaiiwalktodefeatals.org and play along with our social bingo. You'll find these cards there. Social bingo was sponsored by our partners Kaiser Permanente. And to play along, just do all the 5 activities in any direction: horizontal, vertical, diagonal. Once you do all the activities, go ahead and post your bingo on your favorite social channel. You can also play along with our indoor-outdoor scavenger hunt, which is also located in the festival zone. Simply snap a picture of 8 of any of these items on the boards and post them to your favorite social channel for your chance to win prize, either an Amazon gift card, free food vouchers, or ALS swag bag. So just a note about the social tag. So if you are playing along and you need to hashtag or tag us, you can do @ALSA Golden West, or you can email your entry to media@alsagoldenwest.org. There'll be 15 lucky winners announced in our closing program at the 11:30 wrap up. So as you walk your way, be sure to also visit the festival zone, which houses messages from our sponsors. There's a tribute booth that you can actively go in and leave a message while you walk, or leave a note for a loved one. Also, you can learn more about our chapter services in our chapter booth. There's so much that can be found there in the festival zone. So I really hope you take a moment to check it out. So we're gonna get warmed up here and do a quick Zumba warm-up that was pre-recorded by our friend Debbie Azama Park, who has been our Zumba warm-up queen for many, many years at the Walk.
Métele fuerte, sin detenerme. Luego rascate, pátate fuerte. Luces de la disco, aquí donde yo he estado. Solo pide que no está pago. Vamos, Johnny, revienta el bajo. Luces de la disco, aquí donde yo he estado. Solo pide que no está pago. Vamos, Johnny, revienta el bajo. Revienta el bajo.
Stand by for team roll call. Stand by for team roll call. Virtual start line. Go Hawaii! Warm it up! Let's see you warming it up!
Como que tú arrancas con pista no batería.
Wasn't that fun? Thank you so much, Debbie. You guys look great. Okay. Now we're going to turn things over to Asher Garfinkel, our Vice President of Community Outreach. Asher, take it away for the start line.
Aloha Hawaii and welcome to our virtual start line, our first ever for the Hawaii Walk to Defeat ALS. Thank you all so much for joining us, for being a part of this amazing community, and for showing the ALS community your never give up spirit. Today, just a reminder, after this start line is over, we are asking you to walk your way, whatever that means to you, to make this a special, meaningful, celebratory day. And just remember, when you're walking your way, please take a photo or a video and post it to the social media channel of your choice, and be sure to tag at ALSA Golden West and use the hashtag Walk to Defeat ALS and never give up. Of course, please follow CDC guidelines as well as those of your county to remain safe. And then I want to invite you to join us back here at 11:15 a.m. Hawaii time to wrap up the day using the same Zoom link that you used this morning. We will announce our game winners. We have some prizes. You'll hear from a few more chapter staff, and we will view a special concert, a very special concert just for our walk by Jake Shimabukuro. It's going to be fabulous. Also, I want to emphasize we have a wonderful virtual festival zone going on right now. If you all go to hawaiiwalktodefeatals.org and just click on the screen at the very top to visit the virtual festival zone, it will take you right there, and you will get to interact with some of our wonderful sponsors. There's a chapter booth there. There's a tribute booth where you can pay tribute to a loved one, a few sponsored videos, and lots more. So please check it out. A lot of work went into it to help bring the virtual festival zone right to you and to your home. Just want to remind you to stay online after we do a little team roll call. If you want to ask questions or just chat with each other or chapter staff, you can just hang out right after this, and we're going to mute everybody and we can hang out. Also, if you're in the mood to buy some amazing Hawaiian art for your home, compliments of Booz Allen Hamilton, I want to make sure you visit our online art auction. And actually, I can't bring that slide up right now, but I'm going to say it real slowly. Art4, the number 4, ALS.ggo/bid. That's art4, number 4, ALS.ggo/bid. The auction closes tomorrow, October 11th at 3 o'clock Hawaii time. And please know that shipping from Oahu is the winning bidder's responsibility. So I promised some of my colleagues that I would do this because it is tradition. I told some other people that I might not do it, but my colleagues went out and I made a promise to them. So every year for the past 5 years, I have gotten up on a ladder so I can see all the teams as they're going under the arch. So we can't be together, but I can still be on a ladder calling out team names. So I'm going to call out each and every team name. You all deserve it. And make sure that you cheer nice and loudly so we can hear you across the globe when we call out your name. So here we are. Let's see. Can you hear me? Thumbs up. Can you hear me? All right. We're just going to do this. Can you still see me? All right, let's call out team roll call. Team, hashtag Team Pigs. My dogs are loving this too. They're cheering for you. 808 ALS Vets. Go Jeff Conway and Booz Allen Hamilton. ALS Ohana. Way to go. Yes, I'm seeing some charts there on the screen. Nohea's team and Max's team, Bullies Warriors. Lucy Wiedemeyer's team, Charlie's Victory. Eric Chun's team, Chun Funds the Cure. Way to go, Eric. Congratulations. Cookie's team, the Broke Your ALS team. Debbie Zumba's team, Deb Zumba. Dom's Walkers. Got Nerve, Muscle Out ALS team. H5O ALS Warriors. Way to go. The Patterson's team, Team High Heels. Woo! Congratulations, John. Hiking for Hillers. Hope Crew. J.K. Lynn. Kaiser Permanente ALS Avengers. Thank you, Dr. DeVere and everyone at Kaiser. Kappa Sigma. I'm losing my voice. Can you tell? Kappa Sigma Omicron Zeta chapter. Keiki's Love for ALS. Maui Mana. Mike Eisen, ALS Benefit Concert. Moose Armistead. New Hope. REC Solar. Target. Way to go, Target. Team Big Island. Team Handsome Justin. Hey, Handsome. Team Marion. TJ Maxx Hawaii. Thank you, TJ Maxx. Babs and Bev Adina Ohana ALS Challenge. And We Care Ohana. Woo! All right. Those are all of our teams. Hope that wasn't too traumatic for you. And what's next, Jennifer? Everybody go walk your way, right? We're going to unmute everybody. Oh, we need to do a picture, right? Group picture?
Yeah, let's do a group picture. Yep.
All right. So if everybody could put their screen on, turn on your video.
Take a picture.
And Jenica, thank you. You're going to take a picture of everybody, right? Screenshot? Smile. Smile for the screenshots. We all set, Jenica? All right. Well, that concludes our start line. If we were in person, you'd all be out on the route right now. So go, please.
Or you
Go
can
about
stay
your
on
day,
the
walk
line.
your way, visit the Hawaii first virtual festival zone. See you soon.
Or you can stay on the line here and just chat for a bit. If you have questions, hang on and we'll help you out. Otherwise, start walking your way. Thank you, everyone.